All right, let's see if I can get this volume right for a change. Oh, well, that didn't work. That's way down. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back, or I should say, welcome me back, I hope. Good morning. It's me, Marty, back from another weekend of doing some cool stuff. I hope you can hear me. Yep, there's the music. There's me. Ciao. Okay, all right. I'm going to turn that down again. Anyway, it's Metal Monday on the Morning Night Live, thus the very loud noise you hear coming from your headphones or speakers or car radio or whatever you're listening to this on. I had a great weekend. I'll tell you about that. We'll get into some of the nonsense from the Inflation Reduction Act. The dumbest named bill on the planet. But you know what? They can fool a lot of the people a lot of the time and make us all look like idiots. So anyway, let's get into the show. I suppose it's pretty close to time to play the intro. Johnny, play the intro. Maybe. There. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the Lucky Dog Studio in a hidden location somewhere in the upper Midwest of the United States of America, it's a brother making his own way but with all the wrong opinions. Welcome to the Morning Night Live with your host, yours truly, P. Dog Night. Okay, stop the music. Good. What the hell's happening there? Let's try that. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Night Live. I'm your host, Marty, also known as P Dog Night on the internet. And welcome back to the P Dog Night channel, where we reduce inflation by printing more money. Yes. Build back better. Boondoggle butthole. That's what it is. But me and the Duke, we're going to live through it. I'm just saying. Got my coffee, got my microphone, and got a little respite over the weekend. It was a wonderful, wonderful weekend. It was Lady Boomer's birthday on Friday. So we took a little extended vacation time. There's something on my mic here. A little extended vacation time. Well, not vacation time. We had an extra long weekend. Let's put it that way, because she had Thursday and Friday off, and so I took a couple days off, and we went up to our friend's cabin up in the Northwoods of Wisconsin. But normally we just chill at the cabin. But this time we decided to go out exploring a little bit. Went to a couple little cool towns. One was Spooner, Wisconsin, which had a little craft fair and something going there. There's some cool stuff there. Bought a book. There was an author there signing books. He writes these kind of Northwoods mystery books. And so we decided to, we bought 3 of his books and he signed all them for us. And then we ate breakfast at a nice little spot there. Then we went up to Hayward, Wisconsin. Now, Hayward is a beautiful little town. It's the home of the Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame. if you ever want to check that out. But also, it has a really cool little downtown area that has a bunch of old facade buildings, and we ate some ice cream, bought some stuff, bought some placemats, and then we also there was a couple of really cool old buildings we just went to go check out. And then we also went, like I said, we went to the Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame. I'll have some pictures of that on Instagram sometime soon. If you follow me on Instagram, it's Yes That Marty. It's the one that's right there. That Yes That Marty. That's what I'm me on Instagram. Every place else I'm P Dog Night, but I'm Yes That Marty on Instagram. And I'll have some of the photos of this week's. We're this vacation thing we're starting to take more seriously, and we're starting to. We do a lot more stops. Like, for example, now we're doing this thing where we stop at pretty much every historical marker along the road that we can. And this time, instead of going the freeway home, we decided to drive 2-lane highways all the way home. We went through St. Croix Falls and Taylor's Falls, which are really cool little towns on the St. Croix River on the border of Minnesota, Wisconsin. So like I said, there'll be some pictures, and I'll have some short videos popping up on that, on Yes That Marty Instagram, and the Yes That Marty YouTube channel, which I'm starting to put content on. I have one video on there so far, but we'll that's where I'm going to put most of my stuff. So check that out in the future. Who knows? I may put them on the. The Yes That Marty. Yeah, I have a Yes That Marty YouTube channel. So anyway, all right. But it was a great weekend, relaxing, lots of fun, saw lots of cool stuff, and so we're good. Anyway, so let's before we get this started, let's say good morning to everybody in the chat, so that I can say, I can make sure we do that, because that's what we do on this channel, right? First in the chat today, and the receiver of the Bell of Fortune, the Bell of Fame, is Advocates Diabli. Thank you for a weekend of not doing this. I take 2 days off and I can't even talk. Anyway, good morning also to Somnambul Nation, Man Squatch, Jay Pylon's in the house, Sean DW is here. Good morning, my fellow degenerates. Keebler's in the house, Simon Wolfwood, Tyrannius Alexandrius, Invictus Soul, aka Ty Alexander. Good morning, Don Julio, Gulf City Biker, and Trash Man's in the house. Welcome back, sir. Also, good morning to, let's see. Oh, I'm just scroll down here. I said Simon Wolf. Oh, now what's here? My friend from high school. Hello, Wendy. How you doing, my friend? Happy Monday, my friend. Anything that makes Chuck Schumer this happy is designed to kill the American economy and destroy the security of future generations. Well, that is spot on. Also, good morning. Thank you, my friend. Good morning, Natasha Kayleen, Trippy Liberty, John Migda. Has that been getting there? Zan Wild, and there we go. So, let's we're going to talk about Build Back Better buffoonery, boondoggle butthole bastards and bitches. Which is, the new name. Oh, I'm sorry. They changed the name. I forgot. They called it the Inflation Reduction Act. And, oh boy, I'm just curious. How does spending a whole lot of money on green energy and adding more money to the Affordable Care Act, which is never affordable, and how does tripling the size of the IRS, including, in fact, making the workforce of the IRS greater than there's a whole list here. The Pentagon and a bunch of different civil service places combined. I'll find that when I read through some of this stuff, but I do not understand. Tell all you parents across the land or something, kids across the land, this bill, parents don't understand. And there's people just so excited about this, that this Senate, the Democrats passed this bill with no help from Republicans. And then, it's funny too, because they cherry pick little things out of it. Like, for example, some insulin thing. Okay, Republicans voted against lowering the cost of insulin. No, they voted against this entire bullshit bill. That's what they did, and it's pretty incredible. Select the boys in the house. Yeah, boy. How you doing? Okay. So anyway, let's just start with the facts. And I'm skipping some things that I was gonna do because there's a couple things trending that I wanted to talk about, but I really just want to talk about this to start with. Because it's just that thing. So here's the facts. Thank you, Gunfox61, for providing some articles this morning. Oh, I should probably make it so you can see it. Where's my ace? There we go. Ace. And I might even pull up a few more articles in this, but there's only one that I really want to read regarding this, and that's from Thomas Sowell. But anyway, let's talk about the bill itself. So here's the news. Senate passes $739 billion healthcare and climate bill after months of wrangling. Now, let's just start with that headline. Now, they pulled this from The Guardian, okay? And did they make a placing link? Okay, this is from The Guardian. Senate passes $739 billion healthcare and climate bill after months of wrangling. Now, what's missing in that title? What is missing in that title? I thought this was the Inflation Reduction Bill. And before I even go on, hello, Black Hebrew Israelite.
That's right.
Before I even go on, something strange about how this is being reported, because this is called the Inflation Reduction Act, right? Well, there's a problem. The media has already seemed to have forgotten the name of the bill. Here's some examples. CBS News, Senate passes Democrats' sweeping climate, health, and tax bill, delivering a win for, I suppose, Joe Biden. We'll see. CNN, Senate passes Democrats' sweeping healthcare and climate bill. And this is the Guardian we just did. Senate passes $739 billion healthcare and climate bill after months of wrangling. CNN's lead story, the morning after it passes. Now, this is the analysis that's down here, but how Biden's big win in the Senate could change America, blah, 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 the Inflation Reduction Bill may not live up to its name, but it's still a breakthrough for Democrats, which seemed impossible. So they're not even seeing it as, they don't, the Inflation Reduction Act part of it isn't going to live up to its name. Here's another one. Reuters. The U.S. Senate passed a $430 billion bill intended to fight climate change, lower drug prices, and raise some corporate taxes. A victory for President Biden. Where's the inflation reduction part? Anybody? Anybody? It's like senators worked overnight voting on health and climate bill. Senate Democrats passed their climate and healthcare spending package on Sunday. What? What? What?
You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier.
Inflation reduction. Sending the legislation to the House and bringing Joe Biden one step closer to signing a significant legislative victory ahead of crucial midterm elections in November. Oh, that's the most important part, that he has a legislative victory before the midterms. Oh, for fuck's sake. If signed into law, the bill, formerly known as the Inflation Reduction Act, would allow $369 million to reducing greenhouse gas emissions and investing in renewable energy sources. Really? How's that going to lower inflation? Hint! It's not. Experts have estimated have estimated the climate provisions of the bill will reduce America's planet heating emissions by about 40% by 2030 compared with 2005 levels. Wait a minute. What? Now, wait a minute. Listen, think the logic of that sentence. Hello, TC. Experts have estimated the climate provisions of the bill will reduce America's planet heating emissions by about 40% by 2030 compared with 2005 levels. Who gives a fuck about 2005 levels? You realize 2005 is almost 20 years ago? Do you realize that we've already reduced emissions in the United States of America? Anybody? What the who are these experts? This is the Guardian. Let's see. Maybe the Guardian. Let me see what here. I might have to. Oh, good God. Could slash. What do you mean could? For $369 million, it better have a giant carbon vacuums in the United States. Holy Shiite Batman. What the holy hell are they talking about? Jesus Christ. Oh my God, these people. What the hell did I just do there? Hang on a second. I have to do this. I have to find out. I'm sure it's in here. Let's look at this article on could slash emissions. Here it is. I found it. Climate bill. Wait a minute. Climate bill? I thought this was the Inflation Reduction Act. Isn't that the purpose? To reduce the inflation? Climate bill could slash U.S. emissions by 40% after historic Senate vote. Really? By 2030. So in 9 years, we're going to reduce the emissions by 40% over 20 years ago. Maybe. Could slash U.S. emissions. Okay, let's see. The U.S. is, following decades of political rancor and fossil fuel industry obfuscation, almost certain to make its first significant attempt to tackle the climate crisis. Bullshit! Experts say it would help rewire the American economy. Yeah. More like hotwire it. And act as an important step to averting disastrous global heating. Really? Really? Do you think the increase in emissions in China and India, which are doubling probably every year, and China's, I think both countries are farther ahead of us now. They both surpassed us. Is that going to offset what little we do? 40% by the end of the decade compared to 2005 levels? Are you serious? This cut would bring the U.S. within striking distance of a goal set by Joe Biden. Yay! To cut emissions in half by 2030. Well, in half of what? Cut it in half by 2030? Wait a minute. When did Joe Biden set this goal of cutting emissions in half by 2030? Because right now they're talking about reducing emissions 40% from 2005 levels, which were already below 2005 levels. So cutting it in half by what? 40% is not half. Good morning, Chicago Mike. 40% is not half from the time he said cutting it in half. Oh my God. And oh, you motherfuckers. Half by 2030, a target that scientists say must be achieved by the whole world if catastrophic global heating triggering escalating heat waves, droughts, and floods is to be avoided. So, our little bitty 15% of emissions that we contribute to the whole world, I think it's 15 or 13 or something there, we're going to cut that by 40%, as the rest of the world has been increasing emissions steadily. Well, maybe not Europe. I'm not sure about Europe, but Joe Biden's at 50%. Joe Biden's goal is 50%, but we're doing 40% of the 2005 levels. Holy shit. Anyway, it's a massive turning point, said Leah Stokes, a climate policy expert at the University of California, Santa Barbara. This bill, which includes so much, compromises $370 billion in climate and clean energy investment. This is a boondoggle. Holy shit. You know what's funny about this? Okay, look. Let me I'm not gonna read that shit. I'm gonna go back to the other article. But you know, it's amazing. Now, I know that people get, I think there's some kind of subsidy. Probably not major because they don't, our government, current government especially, hates Tesla, right? But Elon Musk decided, you know, I'm going to make this company, we're going to make these electric cars, and I'm going to make, and actually, you know, if I was ever thought of buying an electric car, which I really have no desire to do so on purpose, not until there's a used electric car market that we can prove the batteries are still good, because you have to replace the batteries every 5 years. But anyway, what I'm trying to say here, there's a company called Tesla that is probably the number one electric car manufacturer in the world, right? And I don't know, I know there's some incentives, government incentives to buy an electric car, and that's people get rebates, blah, 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 blah. But this company, this innovative guy said, you know what, there's a problem, and I'm going to come up with this electric car I'm going to make a really good electric car that people like, and lots of people buy the stupid electric car. And did we need $369 billion in government investment to come up with this electric car shit? No. Elon Musk did most of that. Sure, I'm sure he's got all kinds of subsidies from the government and shit. But $369 billion, what the hell are you going to do with that? I don't get it. And it's funny because these guys that are in power now, they hate Elon Musk. And so whenever Biden talks about this, he's out there talking about, you know, GM has this great new electric car developing, the new Chevy all electric Blazer, and the Ford new this, that, blah, 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 and the Mustang's all electric. He's talking about all these companies, but he never mentions Tesla, which didn't need that whole lot of the government shit. that this $369 billion is going to probably go to. I bet there's going to be like 20 Cylindras that, you know, they're going to get these grants and shit. $369 billion. They're just you know what that $369 billion is really going to go towards, right? More money printing machines, because that's about all the thing it's going to accomplish. Anyway, let's read about the rest of this stupid bill. The Democrats passed blah, blah, blah. If signed into law, the bill, formerly known as the Inflation Reduction Act, would allocate $369 billion to reducing greenhouse gas emissions and investing in renewable energy sources. You mean like maybe nuclear power? Oh no, we're not going to do that. No, they're gonna try to figure out how to turn more of your food supply into electricity, or winds. They have to find the whole wind corridors through the plains, because that's pretty much, wind power is not very efficient, and neither is solar. They oh my God, some very what would I say that would be? Some very smart person is going to come up with a new kind of solar cell someday that they just in their basement, and they're going to be like, oh, I didn't even need $369 billion. I came up with this shit in my basement. Anyway, experts have estimated the climate provisions. Okay, I already said that. Democrats have promised the bill will lower health care costs for millions of Americans.
Why the fuck you lying?
By allowing Medicare to negotiate prescription drug prices and capping Medicare recipients' out-of-pocket prescription drug prices at $2,000 per year.